Good evening. I am Manaswee Yadav. Welcome to Radio Bharati. Let's begin with the top news updates of the day. And Ladakh initiatives taken to make carbon neutral UT. India criticizes Uniting for Consensus model at the United Nations for opposing reforms to Security Council. Russian and Belarusian athletes will not allowed to participate in Parade of Nations at the opening ceremony of Paris Games. 8 militants and 2 security forces killed in fierce encounter at GPA complex in Balochistan. China Tencent post weak revenue growth. NCLAT directs bank not to take action against ILNFS. Nearly half in IPL 2024 played one or no Ranji game this season. In Sped Asian Cup in the past, Igmar Stimac puts heavy emphasis on World Cup qualifiers. News in brief. As part of the initiative, the transport sector has started to promote zero-emission vehicle on roads to start first kind of such initiative in entire country. The department, in collaboration with National Thermal Power Corporation, is also planning to introduce hydrogen cell fuel buses to the public. According to the Transport Commissioner Amit Sharma, a signing of memorandum of understanding between National Thermal Power Corporation and Transport Department will be held in a short span of time. India has criticized the Uniting for Consensus model at United Nations for opposing reforms to Security Council, citing a lack of African Global South representation and no change in permanent seat membership. India's permanent representative to the UN ambassador Ruchika Kamboj slammed the UFC model and stated that it stands against the idea advocated by majority of UN member states, which is an expansion in the permanent and non-permanent categories of an expanded Security Council. The International Olympic Committee has announced that the Russian and Belarusian athletes will not be allowed to participate in the Parade of Nations at the opening ceremony of Paris Games. In Pakistan, 8 militants and 2 security forces were killed in fierce encounter at Gwadar Port Authority complex in Balochistan province yesterday. The fighting began as heavily armed militants forcibly tried to enter into the Gwadar complex and opened fire and explosions were reported. China's Tencent holding posted a weaker than expected 7% rise in fourth quarter revenue on Wednesday as its gaming revenue shrank and said it was expecting to at least double its share buybacks this year. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal has directed 11 public sector lenders not to take coercive action against IL and FS Group companies and directors till its next hearing on May 14. Last month, the BCCI finally addresses a problem that was looming on the horizon as far back as in 2008 when the cash rich IPL came into being. It warned players against picking IPL over domestic cricket and to set an example, excluded two young stars, Shreyas Iyer and Ishan Kishan, for its list of central contracts for missing Ranji Trophy matches this season. A World Cup qualifier round 2 match against Afghanistan may not come across as the proverbial barn burner for the Indian national football team. However, the heavy load of expectation attached to this match and the other World Cup qualifiers by coach Ignar Stimac is what makes this clash in the neutral venue of Abha, Saudi Arabia, such a peculiar game in the context of Indian football. That's all for the day. For more such updates, stay tuned to Radio Bharati. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.